Please click like and subscribe and that little notification bell for the next episode. Okay, we're with Louis Bravo here in Needles, California at the Palms Hotel, motel should I say, and Louis is the owner of this establishment.
Yes, over here at the Palms Apartments, Needles, California. This place was built in 1920, and at that time, of course, Broadway, it was just a dirt road. Back in 1920, this was called an auto court. And when we bought it, and you had vehicles that would actually drive in between the cabins, and I've been the owner since the late 1980s. I had sold it once. I became the owner again back in 1998. This here is the main office, 3 individual cabins. They're 1 unit a piece, has single tenants. Here's the courtyard over here. We have 3 more units there. Now this wall here, they're almost 2 foot in thickness. I was told it was one of the first living quarters in Needles, California, if not the first.
Hey Louis, I just want to say thank you very much for sharing that history with us.
It's been my pleasure.
Inspires everybody to come here and stay at your motel. Now Richard Wilde used to own this Palms motel, and he's going to give us a little bit of his story.
Yeah, the old cabins here, there's like 5 of them, I believe, and they came from the other side of town on Route 66, also another motor court, and then they moved them down here. We turned it from the Palms Motel into the Old Trails Inn. It was a bed and breakfast. We had featured different styles of rooms. We bought it from Louis Bravo, and then he ended up getting it back. Okay, well, we used to have an old wagon here that used to go from Searchlight to Needles.
Needles is the gateway to California and is named after the pinnacle mountain peaks of the Mojave Desert.
Needles was founded in 1883 and was a major old road stop until it was bypassed in the 1960s. There are a few Route 66 motels like the Imperial 400 Motor Inn.
For tourists who are looking for that old road feel of Route 66.
Continuing west on the old road, we arrive at the local college called the Palo Verde College.
Now this building, built in 1930, was not originally a college.
Jerry Lewis with the Palo Verde College and Claypool Building that was built in 1930. On this level was the general grocery store, meat market, and bakery. And then the upper floors, the mezzanine, had clothing for women and for men, one-stop shopping. Way ahead of the current Walmart superstore was the Claypool Building in Needles. Claypool family first bought from Monahan and Murphy, the general store in 1911 that was on Front Street. Then that became the Claypool General Merchandising Store. In 1930, Senior Mr. Claypool decided to build this Art Deco building that has these foot-wide walls, special architecture in the cove ceilings. The Claypool Company gave the building to the Palo Verde College.
A short hop south leads you to the local Masonic Temple.
We see a lot of Masonic buildings all over Route 66.
This is a building known as the Masonic Hall because it was built by the Masons in 1929. This served as a real estate office in the very beginning. Upstairs was the Masonic Temple, and then if you move down this way, this had a soda fountain, and it had booths, and it had a jukebox, and this was a favorite hangout of the teenagers. The theater opened March of 1930, and it has a seating capacity of 700. It had an orchestra pit, a full stage. There was a fire in the early 1990s, and the upstairs had some fire damage, and so all of the theater was closed. So at some point, we're hoping that we'll restore the entire theater and bring the community theater back to Needles.
Linda Fitzpatrick set up the entire Needles shoot.
She led us west to the El Garcia Hotel, another Harvey House.
We filmed the one in Tucumcari.
In Needles, we get to meet an original Harvey girl.
Okay, we're in Needles, California, and we're with Dora in the Garces Hotel.
This hotel, the Garces, was named after Father Garces, who came to visit the Indians in approximately 1776.
This building is a formed concrete building that was started in 1906 and finished in 1908. It was considered the crown jewel of all Harvey houses. It's an ornate building with Doric columns on the lower level, and then on the upper level we have Greek columns.
Anyway.